Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB player prop bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. A little bit of a different setup here for my co-host Tyler Wiemann and myself, Shannon Sommerville. We got some great picks for you, though, and we are on a roll with our picks, even though my streak sadly came to an end, that home run call streak. And Tyler, I cannot tell you how furious I was with myself for just not going with Aaron Judge. My God, I even said it on the show yesterday that I probably should have taken him for a home run. And sure enough, he came through with his fifth straight homer. Meanwhile, your boy, the Padres, let me down. What happened, Tyler? What happened?
It didn't go well. I guess the Dodgers did not like us celebrating at their stadium very much because they came out with a vengeance, and we actually saw some emotion out of Shohei, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, not used to seeing that from Shohei getting fired up, but you may see them again. You never know. This might not be the last time those two squads meet, that's for sure. The Padres are still looking good heading into the playoffs. That they have clinched a spot, but just didn't get that NL West title that the Dodgers were able to clinch. The Yankees were able to clinch also, so they are AL East. They got the crown there. Today, though, we are after some fire picks because yesterday on the show we were 2-0. And guess what? Even though, you know what happened, Tyler? I think the studio and the internet and everything that's at the office, it was just, our picks were just too hot. It just, couldn't handle the heat of our picks. So we also, because we were 2-0 yesterday, we get to announce a winner today. And you'll be happy to know that I brought this from the studio. So let's fire off the money gun. There we go. And
I think I need some new batteries in mine. Mine's struggling a little bit.
Sounds like a good thing this is the season finale because Tyler needs some new batteries because we've been firing off the money gun too much this season. All right. So our winner of our contest every day on the show, as you know, if you like, subscribe, and comment below, a randomly selected commenter wins $50. So the winner is Tim F1093, who commented, Shannon cooking to end the regular season. Got to love to see it. Sure do. And congrats, Tim. You win $50. So hopefully you had yourself a nice season. Tim's been here from the beginning, so nice to see a LineStar faithful getting some money off the show. If you want to win today, we're still going to hand out money. We'll probably have to announce it on the NFL show, though. If we go 2-0 today, one randomly selected commenter, of course, will win $50. Also, make sure to tune into our NFL picks. We already have shows up for week 4. So hopefully we can cash those tickets on NFL Sunday as well. All right, let's get into the season finale. It's been a great season. Tyler, sad it has to come to an end, though. You know what? Any final thoughts before we head into our picks?
It does have to come to an end. I'm extremely excited for playoffs here, but it's been a fun season. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We keep growing, and we will be back next year. That is for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We'll also be back for NBA in just a few weeks too. So if you guys are going to tune in for that, make sure check back in with us ahead of the NBA season as well. All right. Yes. And as Tyler mentioned, we certainly appreciate all of your support. It's been so crazy because to think we started this show, 2 years ago, and now it's grown into, I think at the time we had about maybe 700 subscribers on the LineStar YouTube channel, and now it's grown into over 10K. So we have to thank everybody for making that possible here on our YouTube channel. So thank you guys for tuning in and giving us your commentary as well. I know you guys have been dropping your locks as well, and we've grown this community into one that helps each other out because we're all trying to beat the books and win some money and have some fun too along the way. So thanks for joining us this season. Let's get into our picks then, shall we? Using that Props AI tool on the LineStar app. As always, Tyler, what are you rolling with to end the season?
I'm going to go with Francisco Lindor over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He was expected back in the last series versus the Braves, so I think he's pretty much a lock to play today. Our LineStar projections 2.4, consensus 2.3. He's been over in 67% of games this season. He's just been crushing it. And Montas is allowing a 380 WOBA and a 224 ISO to left-handed bats. So Lindor being a switch hitter and having some more pop out of that left-handed side, I like Lindor today.
Yeah, and like that, they're playing in a meaningful game, which I think is probably a factor as you head into the final games of the season. Like, which games are super meaningful? That's certainly one of them. And Tyler, actually, I'm going to another pretty meaningful game. The Detroit Tigers magic number is 1. They just need to win, or the Royals need to lose in order for them to clinch a spot in the playoffs. So I'm going to the Detroit Tigers' best hitter, and that's Riley Greene. We're going over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar's projection is 2.4. This is a guy who's averaging close to 300 in the month of September, and he's got a top 10% exit velocity against lefties over the last 14 days. Now, he is going up against a tough pitcher in White Sox lefty Garrett Crochet, but the thing with him that we've seen is that he just doesn't go past 4 innings. So in that case, you are facing a Chicago White Sox bullpen that ranks 29th in opponent average. They're also 23rd versus lefty bats, which Riley Greene is. So I like the spot here for Greene to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in a game that is a must-win situation for the Detroit Tigers. And they've been looking good at the plate. So how about the Detroit Tigers? At the trade deadline,
crazy that they
were sellers, and now look at them. It's kind of an awesome story. All right, let's go to our bonus picks. What you got?
I'm going to Fernando Tatis Jr. over 1.5 bases. LineStar projections 2.1. Consensus is 2.1. But look, a hot Fernando Tatis, I just got to stay with. He's hitting 315 over the last 20 games, 6 home runs over that span. Off right-handed pitchers, and then he gets Merrill Kelly. He has faced 25 times, 25 plate attempts. He's hitting 364 off him, has 4 home runs on a 591 ISO. I can't quit that. Let's go. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, Fernando Tatis didn't quite have a home run for me yesterday, but he's been on fire.
Which means he's going to today.
Which, of course, as if you guys have tuned in with us all season long, usually my home run call pick hits the following day after I pick it. So cash that one already. All right. So for my bonus, I'm actually going to stick with the Detroit Tigers. And one line that jumped out to me was Trey Sweeney. You can get it at 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And that number is just way too low for a hitter who's basically a lefty bat batting .304 against other lefties. And so LineStar's projection is 2.1 for Sweeney. So I like the spot here. I mean, and he has multiple ways to cash this. So this is awesome. And he's been over this 9 of the last 10 games. Going up against White Sox lefty Garrett Crochet, who we talked about, doesn't go past 4 innings. And then he's facing a White Sox bullpen that is pretty bad. Another bonus for you. This is the one I feel like that's been my favorite and the most profitable this season. So why not end the season with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 bases. Vladdy's hitting 385 over the last 7 days. There's not much to say about this guy. He's been raking all season long, but let's talk about his splits here. Right-handed bat, 339 average against other righties. That's top 10% in the league. Going up against Miami Marlins righty Adam Oller, who's given up a 770 OPS. So kind of around MLB average there. And then the bullpen behind him, though, ranks 30th against right-handed bats. And anytime Vladdy is playing at the Rogers Center, I love to take him because for some reason he just has much better splits and just performs for the crowd there at the Rogers Center. 987 OPS for him at home. So like Vladdy's spot today to end the On Deck podcast season for us, we got to go Vladdy Daddy and get him involved in our entry somehow. But for our entry for today, the final one, Francisco Lindor over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And we got Riley Greene over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You can tail us if you'd like. If you want to do so, you can on Underdog Sleeper, Chalkboard, ParlayPlay. If you don't have those apps, download them. Remember to use that promo code LineStar for your deposit match plus 1 free month of LineStar. Now it is time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for your final dinger of the season?
There's been a couple trends that we've had all season long. One of those is the day after you pick somebody, they go yard. This time, it just happens to be a Padres player. I'm going to be a homer. We're going Fernando Tatis Jr. plus 340 to hit a bomb. He has 7 home runs and a 346 ISO over the last month. 4 home runs in 25 plate attempts versus Merrill Kelly with a 591 ISO. You picked him yesterday. We're going to lock up the top wild card spot in the playoffs tonight. And we're going with the Tatis bomb.
You didn't even need all those stats. You just need to know that
No.
I picked him yesterday, and
Yeah.
therefore he will cash today. Nice.
Tatis
All right.
haters coming.
We started the season with the Judge. We end the season with the Judge, Aaron Judge. On the LineStar MLB Dinger Report, this is your hitter with the highest likelihood of hitting a home run today for good reason. He's got 58 on the year. This is the king of the home runs this season. 5 straight games with a bomb. That's just crazy. He's been carrying the Yankees on his back. LineStar's projection is a 28.6% chance, which if you guys check out that MLB Dinger Report daily, you know that's pretty high. 371 ISO against right-handed pitching. Today he'll be facing Pirates righty Jared Jones, who actually has a 1.38 home run per 9 rate. Even though he's a pretty good pitcher, that's still 25th highest in Major League Baseball, and you're going against the Judge in this one. Plus the Pittsburgh bullpen, yeah, they don't have all the home run metrics. He is the king of the long ball, the king of New York right now after clinching the AL East. So we're going to Aaron Judge to finish off the season. Let's go. Cash those tickets. If you haven't checked out the MLB Dinger Report, remember to do so. Just a couple more days left of it, but hey,
well,
check it out.
it'll be here for playoffs. Just we're not going to be doing our show.
Tyler. All right. So are our top 5 on the report for today. Oh, Jasson Dominguez sneaks in there at number 6 if you're probably want to get some juice on that. I don't know what the odds are for that one, but I'm sure it's pretty good if Aaron Boone decides that he, in fact, wants to start him, because I feel like anytime and that was actually one of the first ones, Tyler, I will tell you that I was going to look at props for today was Jasson Dominguez, because I was like, but then I was like, you know what, I'm not going to pick him because then he won't play. And that's the curse that I have brought on myself on this show here, is every time I pick Jasson Dominguez, he doesn't end up in the lineup, and people in the comments get mad because they're like, he's not even playing. So we're just going to stay away, but hopefully he will be in there today. Those are our picks. Man, it's been a great season. So much fun with you guys. The contest is still going on though, so make sure to lock in those tickets, and also comment your locks. If you've got any locks today, we're all trying to help each other out. It is Flex Friday. People got entries to fill out, so let's help each other out. Beat the books. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for joining us this season on the On Deck podcast. We'll see you next season. Have a good one.